Okay, so in our earlier video, we already planned out our sentences to describe our park setting. If you remember, we had a look at this picture and we wrote down some other things that we could see and planned out our sentences. So in this video, I'm going to show you how we can have a look at editing and improving our plans. Now, this is the point at which you might like to check some of your spellings, have a look at the common exception words or any spelling lists that you've got and check your spellings. Use your flicky fingers to check that the words that you've sounded out have got all the sounds that they need. But in particular, we're going to look at how we can change some of the words we've used to make our writing more interesting. So we'll start by looking at the first sentence. By the way, I'm going to use a different colour pen. It doesn't really matter, but it just helps you to see what the changes that I've made. So let's read the sentence to begin with. Behind the tree, a happy girl is hiding quietly like a mouse. Okay, so I'm going to have a think about my first phrase, behind the tree. Let's have a look at the tree. So behind the tree, it's quite a tall tree, and what would be really interesting would be if you can specify the noun, so the type of tree. Now, this is just a cartoon image, so it's not an accurate picture of a tree, but I'm going to say that it's an oak tree. So I'm going to add those words into my sentence. I'm just going to use a little arrow. Behind the tall oak tree, a happy girl. Now, we can see that the girl is happy. She's playing hide and seek. Are there any other words that you could use to describe the girl? Happy is a word that we use all the time. Are there any other more interesting adjectives that you could think of? Okay, is she a cheerful girl? Is she an excited girl? Is she a sneaky girl because she's hiding behind the tree? You can choose the adjectives that you use, but try and see what interesting words you can think of. I'm going to change that word happy, and I'm going to say that my girl is a playful girl. So when I want to make an improvement, all I need to do is cross out the word that I don't want to use and write my new word at the top. Playful. Behind the tall oak tree, a playful girl is hiding quietly like a mouse. Okay, now I'm happy with that sentence. I don't want to make any more changes. Now, you don't need to make changes for the sake of it. Only make changes where you think they would actually improve your sentence. Okay, so let's look at the next sentence. So it says, near the park gate, a little bird is standing happily, waiting for his friends. Let's have a look at the picture again of the little bird. Here he is. So, near the park gates. Oh, they're large gates, aren't they? A big, tall wall. They're large gates and they look like they're made of metal. So I'm going to add in those descriptive words, those adjectives. Near the large metal park gates, a little bird. Let's have a look at the little bird. Do you know what that bird looks like? It looks to me as though it's a little robin. Okay, perhaps I could specify that noun, robin, to make my writing more specific. A little robin. I'm going to say that he's a little friendly robin. The other thing that I'm doing is I'm thinking about the mood that I want my reader to feel when they're reading my sentences. I want my reader to feel like this is a happy, friendly park. I don't want my reader to feel like it's a busy park that's very noisy. So I'm choosing words that describe it in that way. So, near the large metal park gates, a little friendly robin is standing happily, waiting for his friends. Now, he is standing, my robin, but can you think of another word to describe what a bird does when it's standing? I've thought of a word. I think the bird is perching. We can say a bird is perching on a branch, okay, and this bird is perching. So I'm not going to use the word standing, I'm going to use the word perching. Just kind of means standing on the edge of somewhere. He's perching happily. Now, he is happy. He's waiting for his friends. If somebody's waiting, there's two ways that they could be waiting. They could be waiting patiently, or they could be waiting impatiently if they want their friends to hurry up. But because my park is a nice calm park, I'm going to say that my robin, my little friendly robin, is waiting patiently. So, near the large metal park gates, a little friendly robin is perching patiently, waiting for his friends. Now I'm going to add a conjunction here. I'm going to say that he's waiting for his friends. So, using my conjunction so they can fly away together. So I've given a reason there. The reason that he is waiting, or he is perching patiently, waiting for his friends, is so that they can fly away together. So my conjunction has improved that sentence along with my choice of words and the word robin to specify the type of bird. Okay, so in my next sentence, currently it says, in the flower bed, some pretty flowers are swaying gently in the breeze. Now I'm going to, let's have a look at the picture. So here's our flowers in the flower bed. I'm not going to add any kind of words in here. I'm happy with that. In the flower bed, some pretty flowers. Oh, do you know what either of these flowers look like? I think these flowers here look like tulips. So I'm going to cross out the word flowers and I'm going to write tulips. I've added in that little detail to improve my sentence. I'm also going to add another adjective. I'm going to say they're pretty, colourful tulips. Look, there's lots of different colour, pink and even some orange ones. They are very colourful, pretty, colourful tulips are swaying gently in the breeze. Now I'm happy with that and I don't want to change it. Finally, my final sentence. Beside the fountain, a happy smiling boy is running as fast as a cheetah. Let's have a look and find that boy. There he is. He's beside the fountain. Look at the fountain. What do you think it's made of? Looks like it might be made of stone and it's very tall. Look, it's even taller than the wall and the park gates. So I'm going to add in that word here. Actually, I've already used the word tall to describe my tree. So a little bit of a different word might be more sensible and make my writing more interesting. Let's have a look and see how else I could describe the fountain. So it's a stone fountain. It's also splashing water around. I think I'm just going to describe it as the stone fountain. Beside the stone fountain, a happy, smiling boy is running. Oh, can you think of any other words for running? If someone is running really fast, what other words could we use? Okay, I've thought of the word sprinting. Okay, when someone is sprinting, they are running really quickly. So I'm going to change that word running to the word sprinting. Beside the stone fountain, a happy, smiling boy is sprinting as fast as a cheetah. If you wanted to, you could add a conjunction. You could tell me why he's running so fast. Perhaps it is so that he can go and play football with his friend. You could add that in if you wanted to. Okay, remember to check the next video where I'm going to show you how we can write these sentences up to make our setting description using a success criteria to help us.